and it's their own numbers too. So last week we covered, Peter Dinklage, Disney, and Dylan Postal, the other dwarf actors, and how silly it was that they can't hire dwarf actors. Disney said that these photos that were leaked were not actually their photos. They've been photoshopped, they said. And we finished filming in 2022. These couldn't be our photos, by the way, guys. And then they had all this stuff about it being a whole concoction of inclusivity and everything that's going to play the dwarves. The only part that was supposedly true about it, Eric, was the fact that there was only one dwarf out of the 7 dwarfs. How in Wakanda, the Black Panthers, only one of 7 Panthers was black, is how I compare it. But Disney, according to Bounding into Comics, admitted that the photos were real. And this page scrolls really quick for some reason, so I'm going to have to use the old cursors. There we go, for a smoother operation. Walt Disney Company admitted that the leaked Snow White and 7 Dwarfs photos are indeed from the Walt Disney Company's production of the upcoming film starring Rachel Zegler and apparently Gal Gadot, despite initially claiming they were fake. So the story that they're falling back on now, Eric, is that, oh, we never said that they were fake. We just said they weren't official. We didn't release them. The set photos were originally reported by the Daily Mail on Friday and showed 7 individuals supposedly playing the film's dwarfs, despite none of them looking anything like the 37 film, which we don't expect them to. But here's how they looked. We see one dwarf. Who else do we have here?
Wait. So that second guy is like a dwarf and a half, or what's happening with the guy with the
I don't know.
afro?
I wanted to go through them and analyze them. We've got an obvious dwarf here who looks very happy. Then we've got a black guy with a bow who maybe is just like, I'm going to play Donatello from the Ninja Turtles. What we've got here third, I think, is a Ryan Long character. It looks like really going for the fisherman look, but I want to know where he got the suit jacket. The fourth guy just said, I'm a pirate. I'm going to go at this role as a pirate. To hell with dwarfs and dwarfism. I'm just a pirate guy who's going to sniff Snow White while she sleeps. That's what this guy's going. Also, probably on the pirate bandwagon, this black guy, Eric. I don't know what he's doing.
He's got some kind of a little like Tyrone Bigham vibe, or
Now, tell me how this woman fits in here with, like, the dwarfs are supposed to protect Snow White. I don't know. They're probably going to give the 2 black people the traits that they thought were the least offensive. So they can't be sleepy. Maybe bashful. I don't know. I don't even remember the sleepy, bashful,
greedy.
Is that one?
I genuinely don't know.
Dancy.
What's going on in the back there?
That is a guy, I believe he's playing a 1943 Polish woman who's just trying to, get bread for her family in wartime. Please, no, I don't want it. Looks like my friend Dave, by the way.
So their cop out is, we said they weren't official. Is that the weasel word that they were? So what, we didn't say they were fake. We said they weren't official. And now I don't remember exactly the wording, the phrasing that they used. So, who knows what's going on, bro? These people are so despicable and manipulative, and they've gone full circle to the point where they want to bring in tall people to play dwarf. Okay, maybe none of those people are tall, right? The guy in the back is obviously the tallest, but so in order to be inclusive to everybody. I mean, are they even still calling it Snow White and the 7 Dwarves? Or are they calling it something else? Like,
probably just Snow White, if I had to guess. But
but you can't even say that either, because then that could just be considered racist. So maybe
it is racist.
They should just
Snow Woman, Snow Person,
Snow carbon-based life form.
That's right.
Maybe they should just not do this and come up with a new idea. How about that? Did they ever think of that for one split second? Just, it's all going to be offensive. Maybe we should get back to the drawing board. Maybe we should, start a vision board or a whiteboard or something and have a new idea.
No, we can't do that. Okay. And what we've learned, Eric, and we'll get to the rest of the article in a second, is that they don't consider dwarfs to be one of their protected classes. Black trans woman, intersex, non-binary. Shout out to do you guys have Credit Karma in the States? You know that website that lets you see your credit for
Mm-hmm.
free?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Saw a good commercial from them today where it was a person named some androgynous name, but it was clearly a girl pretending to be a boy or non-binary. They referred to the girl as that they. It was like Bailey or something. Bailey checks their their credit score every week. They know that. Blah 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 blah. Shout out Credit
Did
Karma.
you
If
see
anybody
the?
used that website, I'm not going to be using it anymore. Once you start pretending that something that's not real is real, and just rewriting biology and history, I don't need to use your free website anymore. But maybe shouldn't have
Well,
outed myself. But
yeah,
what
but
I'm
well,
what
before you know it, you're not even going to be able to go to the grocery store trying to maintain a rule like that, right? Like, because they want nothing, especially in Canada. I mean, because you guys, like I always say, are perhaps at the front of the crazy train, and then maybe the UK, and then us, like as the Western world collapses. I don't know. Australia's in there too. It's all completely
Mhm.
going bad, but perhaps the pendulum is swinging back, and the powers that be are going to stop at nothing to stop that. But as long as we're talking about the non-binary people, did you see the clip? And I should have sent it to you because once again I'm completely unprepared. But there's the clip who I think did Elijah post it, or one of the bigger accounts posted it, of the girl, or was it Michael? Anyways, of clearly a woman with long hair, purple. She's actually kind of cute, but um, saying that she uses the term NB. So NB is meant for
Non-binary.
non-binary, but when you say it, when you refer to her as NB, you have to in your head visualize the letters ENBY, because if you were to say it and visualize just the two letters N and B, that would be offensive to black people who created the term NB to mean non-black. Did you get all that?
I think I understand that. Do I agree with it? No. And will I refuse to do so? Yes.
But did you see the clip? No.
No.
Okay.
So one of the people in this was the star Rachel Zegler's stunt double, which I don't know why there needs to be stunt doubles. Maybe it's just a stand-in. But Peter
What is that?
Dinklage was happy.
Wait, do
Peter
I not
Dinklage.
know what Snow White is about at all? Why
I
do they
guess
need to?
not. It's gonna be like a pirate movie. They're just gonna cross it over with Hook. Already a Spanish woman for some reason is Snow White. I mean, like you said, just create your own thing. It's been done. Mulan is Chinese. They didn't need to, you know, copy something else and make it a Chinese woman. Make a Japanese one. Make a Belle from that's in France. The Hunchback of Notre Dame
Oh.
is another thing. But all white people are the same, I guess. French and everything. You can't say the difference. But following the leak, Disney spokesperson informed the Daily Beast the photos are fake and not from our production. We are currently trying to have the Daily Mail issue a correction. However, the Daily
So that's the
Mail
quote. They did use the word fake. If that's the quote.
apparently
Okay.
fake. Well, you didn't ask us what we defined as fake. However, the Daily Mail would update their story, noting the article has been amended since initial publication to correctly identify the actress portraying Snow White as an extra who stood in for post production photography. So, what does that mean? They're fake and not from our production. So, that's
So
the
that's
word I guess they're using. The word production. So, we're differentiating between the production of the movie and post production photography for what we don't know. Disney
wait.
conf-
Hang on. However, the Daily Mail would update their story noting this article has been amended since initial publication to correctly identify the actress portraying Snow White as an extra who stood in. So I take that to mean they're calling it fake because that's not actually the woman who played Snow White,
right.
right? So
Disney that stand-ins were used for Rachel Zegler and Andrew Burnap in these images. We are happy to clarify this point. So after they get the initial news out that they say this is fake, then they say, "Oh, by the way, by fake we mean these aren't the real actors and this isn't the actual movie. This is post-production photography using other people so that people can generally get the look of what they look like." Following the Daily Mail's clarification, a Disney spokesman then told the Independent, very in tune with the British people apparently. The photos were indeed from the Snow White production, the spokesman said. The images that ran in the Daily Mail are not official film photos. These show stand-ins for some town and do not feature Rachel Zegler or Andrew Burnham. Can we say now at this point that they're just liars, Eric?
Yeah, and I can't help when we talk about stand-ins, I can't help but think about that Seinfeld episode. Obviously,
Yes, of course, because he's also a little person,
yeah.
and then Kramer's the stand-in.
yeah, and then he gets in trouble. The little person, he gets mad. Even back then, right in 1993 or whatever it was, he got mad when George called him a midget. So even back then, we weren't allowed to say that. And then he gets in trouble for putting lifts in his shoes because the kid he's standing in for is growing too fast, and he's going to be out of a job shortly.
I don't know why it's such a derogatory term. My only guess is that it's because it was used in a time when they were, seen as lesser, and maybe that's the only. Maybe there's a reason why. Or I have no idea. Maybe we can get a. I would love to have.
I mean,
Dylan
we have
Postal on here,
right? It's because, I mean, in the establishment, the truth is no good, right? Like the truth in basically any sense of the word is completely inappropriate. So, right? Like, I mean, we're at the point where they're literally saying, I mean, you can't use the term woman for certain people. I mean, it's all a complete mess. But I guess the point is, it's all just to drive home the idea that they will maintain control in any way, shape, or form, right? So,
they give some hints here as to how woke it's going to be. The Star says, I just meant that it's no longer 1937 and we absolutely wrote a Snow White. Interjected then by Gal Gadot, who says she's not going to be saved by the prince. Zegler then confirmed she's not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be dreaming about true love.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that
she's not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign. Yeah.
Blah, 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 and the leader that her late father told her that she could be. So basically, Snow White's going to not be saved by... She ain't going to be saved by no man. Snow White ain't never going to be saved by no man. And then she's going to become the king and the ruler, and she doesn't need... That's why we don't need 7 dwarves, especially not males, Eric, because she doesn't need to be saved by anyone. And then she's going to be, a strong, powerful woman, and we can't have a strong, powerful white woman. We got to have a strong, powerful Hispanic woman and a strong, powerful Jewish woman. And I'm surprised and saddened by Gal Gadot.
No, we can't have the Jewish is like a little bit too close to regular white, so that's not really going to fly.
Well, I'm surprised and a little bit saddened by Gal Gadot, because I haven't seen her anything super woke. Obviously, Super Woman, or is that what it is? What's she in? Wonder Woman is inherently going to be like girl power, but Wonder Woman is banned in a lot of Muslim countries because she's Israeli. So you would think that a person who experiences such stupidity like that would be like, well, I can understand why people don't like people telling other people what to do and shutting stuff down and like this. But no, she's all in. She worked for Huawei. Yeah, I guess I just remembered that this is second. So she's all in to the industry. And they're just like, and so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in. Eric, what does that mean?
Okay.
You see yourself as a princess? All little girls see themselves as princesses, but you're taking that away from them. It's not supposed to be about love or being rescued or being a pretty princess. You take that away from them. The dwarves can't see themselves in this movie as heroic figures who are wonderful and protect this woman. The only thing you're allowed to see yourself as is a woman who's alone. That's the only thing. And probably a non-binary woman. That'll probably be non-binary shade of black.
You can't say non-binary woman.
Person that bleeds.
Okay.
Oh God.
Look, I think I mentioned this last week as well, that I truly, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything here, like I don't even know the premise of the movie. I truly don't even know. Like, is that the one that She falls
It's a
asleep.
princess. She falls asleep eternally, and I think she can only be woken up until
No,
the prince kisses her.
okay, okay, so that is the one. I thought that was a different one. So the dwarves aren't going to kiss her. The dwarves are just her
No, the
friends.
dwarves protect her.
And then Prince Charming kisses her. Does she eat an apple? Look, doesn't matter.
Yeah, the apple puts her to sleep, blah, blah, blah. And the idea that the dwarves are, something to be mocked makes no sense. Like, if you actually boil it down, which is stupid to boil down Disney plot. Like, if you try to boil down Homeward Bound, I don't know if that's a Disney movie, 4 dogs making it home after they're lost and they can speak to each other. It's inherently right wing.
But
I think so.
So it sounds like the movie is going to be more different than the same, or is it the same? The plot line is the same, but they're gonna have different actors. So it's almost to the point where they are creating a new movie, but they know that they need the name to maintain the interest. Because if we come up with a new name, then people aren't gonna hop on board with a new franchise or a new movie, right?
Yeah, it's not going to be a poison apple. It's going to be meat from Chick-fil-A, and that'll cause her to go vegan because that's the correct thing to do for the environment. She'll have a solar-powered something. Her cave. She'll live in a cave with no car, and it'll be powered by solar energy.
But they know that they need the name to sell the movie, but they don't want it to be traditional in any way, shape, or form because that is racist or whatever the term is.
It's racist because it's a white woman. It's sexist because Prince.
So why do you think they are not confident in their ability to create a new movie?
Like, for exactly what you said, because they'll have people will find something wrong with it. So if you do a movie, no matter what it is, they'll be like, why didn't you make it a trans movie? Why didn't you make it a gay woman? Why didn't you make it a woman who's a tarantula? They wanted to take a movie that was traditional, that has name value, so you'll get the conservative women who pretend that they support conservatism, and then they're just like, well, I'll just break my rules just this once. And then they'll go see it, but then also they're saying that, it's a Hispanic woman and there aren't any dwarf people, so the progressives will try to go see it. All in all you've done is ruin something for a minimal gain.
Turn it up, Jordan.